I somehow miss teaching. Now it's time. It's time to say that welcome back to my channel, and for today's video, we are going to discuss the things that you can do even if you are an employee already, even if you are still in senior high school, even if you are still a college student. We are going to actually explore some platforms that you can actually use to find some side hustles. By the way, I am Crilet. I am now a virtual assistant slash podcast outreach manager slash a project manager. So let's go now to this question. It's as if I'm just teaching you, right? Okay. So for today's video, as mentioned, we are going to discuss those. But first, it's very important to actually answer this question, right? This question actually led me to this career that is not aligned with teaching. So my question is for $5 million. What's your dream job? So probably you're wondering right now, how about you, Crilet? What's your real dream job? To be honest, way back in elementary, way back in high school, what I wrote in my yearbook was that I wanted to become a chemical engineer. It's because I learned how to love chemistry way back in third year high school because of my chemistry teacher. But then it led me to teaching. It's more practical, is what they say. But but after 3 years in the teaching industry, I realized that I think I meant for another career, something that I would really want to do. It's not because someone told me to do so. It's not because someone pushed me to do this thing. hmm So my real dream job right now is to actually travel while working, or in other terms, I want to become a nomad in some way. All right, probably every 3 months, every 4 months. So, yeah. So, our goal for today's video is to actually share with you some of the platforms that you can use as a freelancer, and even if you are just a beginner. By the way, freelancing can be done by everyone, but it's not meant for everyone. So, when I actually told you that there are times that people prefer to work in companies, people work prefer to work face to face personally, and some would love to do it virtually. All right, but for those who are considering the oil price hike, everything is actually increasing, the prices of the goods, the prices of almost everything. Probably it's time to stay at home and work inside your homes. Right? So this slide, the next slide, you will see the word senior high school student because the slides were meant for senior high school, but I still wanted to share this with you. So these are the 5 platforms that you can actually typically start. When I actually started freelancing, I started first with online jobs at PH. And my first gig was to actually become a content writer back then. I wrote for people in their master's degree, and I wrote for people in the health industry. So the articles were more aligned with those stuff. And then 3 months after that content writing gig, I decided that I still wanted to become a teacher, since again I just graduated way back in 2019, and it's better to hone my skills in teaching because that's the degree that I thought of before. So I pursued teaching, and then pandemic happened. I applied as an English as a second language teacher for Chinese and Japanese students. But then after a year, I stopped again. And by the way, while being an ESL teacher, I am also an English teacher in one of the famous universities here in the Philippines. So I love that school. All right. So after 2 years, I then realized that I just want to stay at home. And I think it's better for my health, it's better for my brain because I have a cyst in my brain. So it's better to actually have an 8 hour sleep, everything. and a lot maybe more. All right. So there were a lot of things that I considered before I actually stopped teaching. All right. So that is onlinejobs.ph, and it's meant for Filipinos. That's why it has .ph. It has the word letters ph. We also have Fiverr. We also have LinkedIn. LinkedIn is almost similar with Facebook. You can actually share photos. You can actually share your employment history. You can actually share a lot of thoughts, but more on the professional aspect. Unlike in your Facebook account, you can just actually share your personal thoughts, your memes that are more on the personal attack or personal side. But again, in LinkedIn, it's more objective, it's more professional. So you can actually outsource it there for freelancing gigs. We also have Upwork, and there are a lot of people right now who are actually looking for freelancing jobs through Upwork. We also have Freelancer. So these are only the several platforms that you can search for freelancing gigs. But little do you know, you can actually search for jobs as well on Facebook, on Instagram, and YouTube. Yes, you can actually do that. So probably in the next video we will be showing that. So right now, what are the job opportunities that I could actually share with you? And this is actually based on my experience already. So becoming a content writer, a copywriter, a technical writer, a creative writer. So there are many kinds of writers in the world. We also have an assistant. We also have a virtual assistant, administrative assistant, real estate assistant, social media assistant, and you can actually search for many jobs online through the words assistant. So here in the Philippines, it's actually um when other people hear the word assistant, they think that it's degrading, and there are a lot of people belittling assistants, but little do you know, they actually do a lot of things, and it's actually difficult. All right. We have a graphic designer. And when I say graphic designer, it does not stop in Adobe only, because right now you can do that also with Canva. That's a beauty in freelancing. Any platform that you're comfortable with or the client is comfortable with, you can explore those things. We have content creator. And when we say content creator, it's not only those videos that you watch on TikTok and Instagram, on YouTube, but you can also be a content creator through blogs. When I say blogs, blogs, not vlogs. So it's similar with being a writer. So you produce outputs, say for example, how to properly cover your wound. You can actually create a content about that, right? So those video tutorials, if you know Panlasang Pinoy, he is a content creator about food. So you can do that as well. So I'm going to share with you some of the things that I actually do. We have Canva editing first. Probably in mind, you think it's actually difficult when we say Canva, but no, this is what I actually do. So my client, Sol, hi Sol, if ever you watch this, um, she has a template on Google Docs, and my task is to put it on Canva. All right. So it's similar with doing those certificates that you found in your PowerPoint presentation or your Microsoft Word. And again, once again, I just need to put them on Canva. Next one, we have email management, and I have to cover some of the details here. When we say email management, it's actually just literally managing the emails of your client. And for my task, I just need to reply to the target audience of my clients. My I have a lot of clients, but right now, for this email, I just need to reply to students in programming. Yeah, computer science students or those who are interested with programming. We have basic bookkeeping. And I know if you will see this one, it's really different from the thing that you see in our school. So I'm just still trying to learn more things on bookkeeping, but this is the general things that I actually do. So again, even if you are a teacher, or say for example, even if you are in a different field, you can actually do these things, and you should not be afraid to actually do them. All right. So right now, it's not only the jobs that you can apply for physically, but you can do those jobs virtually as well. All right. So for our next video, we will try to explore one of the platforms that I have shown here, and that will be Upwork, because that's a platform that I am actually active. And afterwards, after Upwork, we will be doing Facebook application. And yes, I'm telling you, you can do those things on Facebook, on social media. All right. So thank you so much for watching this 11 to 12-minute video. I hope you like, you subscribe, you follow me on YouTube so that you can further share, we can further communicate, we can further talk more about things in the freelancing side. Thank you, and see you in my next video.